Hello and welcome back to Mayor Wrestling. Today we are doing bracket warfare for some wrestling championships to see which one comes out on top. Do apologise if the audio and video aren't fully synced. This is the second time I've had to record it because for some reason the first time the audio didn't get recorded. So as you can see, we've got this bracket set up. Shout out to jsmith1104 on Twitter for setting this up. Also gives us Fan Stash Club, which, great channel, I'm sub to them, I'd recommend watching as well. As you can see, a couple of championships, these are the ones that we're going to go through and pick our favourite. I have a few issues with it at the start, so as you can see I accidentally clicked it to get delete it, so I'm just going to have to refresh the page and then we will go from there. There we go, perfect. So as much as I like the United States Championship, I think the World Tag Team Championship, especially there, does look a bit better, so that's what we're going to go with. Easy decision. Straight off the bat. I love the big gold. Hardcore's horrible, really, when you think about it. Loves big gold. I got one in my collection. Let's go with the big gold. Never really was a big fan of the Winged Eagle. I do like the GCW. Most of the people might think that's their favourite of all time is the Winged Eagle. I don't really like it. So for that reason, and I much prefer the GCW, that's the one I'm going for. The GCW Championship. Controversial, I know. That looks like something you'd get on Transformers, or some sort of robot with that big X, like a big fucking shoulder plate, and that classic American design. Looks quite nice, I like the eagle, so that's what I'm going for. That just the other one just looks like a piece of armour. So I'll go with the NWA United States Championship, I think it is. I can't really see, the picture's a bit blurry. Like I said, I'm recording after the screen recording. ECW vs Internet Championship. Now, if it was a new Internet Championship, the new one that Matt Cardenas brought out, I'd happily pick that one. But I actually like the bout from WWE ECW. Not many people do, but I actually like the design. If it was gold, it might have been even better. Like gold with the original purple ECW letters, that would have been beautiful. But I'm definitely going to go for the ECW one because that version of the Internet Championship isn't as good. Easy decision. I have no idea what the one on the right is, ignorant as I am. Looks like a shit version of the Winged Eagle. IWGP beautiful, so we'll go with that one. Once again, pretty ignorant to the one on the right. I think this Lucha Underground at the bottom, I'm not too sure. Ignorant as I am. If you know what it is, tell me in the comments. But the one on the left is quite a traditional design. Very North American, as you can tell by the way the globe is orientated, with North America in the middle. So I think I'm just going to go for that one just because it just looks a little bit nicer than the one on the right. There's too much going on. It's definitely like a lucha thing by the looks of it. It looks like a mask. But we'll go for the one on the left, the World Wrestling Championship, the generic one. Easy decision. If that was a new design tag team championships, the newer ones that look like that, a bit harder decision, but easy decision based on that. I'm not really a big fan of the tag teams. Big gold or World GCW World Championship. Like I said, I love the big gold. I've got one in my collection. I do like the GCW, but I do think big gold's a bit better. Quite a bit better. I started watching wrestling in 2002-ish. Just when they started bringing that back, so Triple H, Batista, all that sort of stuff. Once again, I used to love WWE, ECW. Really loved watching original ECW back on the network, so easy decision for this one as well. This was a bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but I absolutely love the United Kingdom Championship. There's nothing on this side of the bracket that could even compete with it, I don't think. I do like the big gold though, so it's a little bit harder, but ultimately, United Kingdom Championship. Easy decision. As much as I like the ECW Championship, IWGP is one of the best in the world. Now this was a hard decision. This is a very hard decision. It came down to which one would I want presented on my wall. Which one would I like to display? And they're just... The prestige of the IWGP is beautiful looking, but it's just something quintessential, maybe because I'm British, about the United Kingdom Championship. It's opinion, so you can disagree with me in the comments. So that is the reason I am picking United Kingdom. This one was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. That looks like a bit like the Gift of the Gods Championship from Lucha Underground. I do like the North American Championship, but I much prefer. I don't know, I was kind of swaying on this. I was in between. I wasn't really too sure where to go for this. I really struggled on this one. They're basically the same for me. I do think it's nice in the women's, the All Atlantic Championship or the International Championship, whatever you want to call it. So that's kind of. This was the longest one I think I was deciding for. But ultimately, my decision. Yeah, I'm just torn. I think I picked randomly. NXT North American. £10 of gold to the Modern Heavyweight Championship. I actually prefer the shape and the design of the new World Heavyweight Championship. If they shrunk the WWE logo a little bit more, put a bit more relief around the edges, I think the relief on the new one's way better than the old one. It might have stood a bit more of a chance. Because the £10 of gold from Nick Aldis, that run was brilliant. The belt's beautiful. Legacy behind that belt was incredible. And it's a nice looking championship. And it's for all them factors. That's why I picked the NWA Championship. Just has a little bit more legacy behind it. This was easy. NXT Women's or the AEW World Championship. I'm not a big fan of the NXT Championships. Especially now they got colour on them. Now, if this was the IWGP United Kingdom Championship, it might have stood a bit more of a chance. But the NXT UK division just kills for championships. And I've always found the United States Championship for New Japan looks upside down, like it comes further down when it seems to go further up. Which is obviously unconventional, so for me it looks. But then again, I suppose the WWE ones do as well, don't they? Once again, Impact looks like a fucking robot armour. Like, I imagine if I pressed that, a gun turret would appear out the back of it. Which, yeah, pretty cool, but not for a wrestling championship. But then again, I also don't really like the new Intercontinental Championship design. It's better than the oval one they had years and years and years ago. Like 09, whatever it was. But this one's just, nah, but I'll pick it, it's better than the Impact. Now that's a championship. I don't get all this American blase, United States, America stuff. Too in your face, but that Intercontinental Championship is just a thing of beauty. Perfect design for what it is. Workhorse, mid card, spot on. Obviously, saying all that, I picked it. Best TNA World Heavyweight Championship design they've had, except for the newer one. The new one's quite nice, actually, to be fair. Or the Undisputed Championship. You might all hate me for this. I prefer the spinner than that. However, I think it's better than TNA. Now this one, I thought it would be an easier decision for the AEW Women's Championship because it's so much nicer. I struggle with this one because they're both classic. They both give off a classic vibe. But the NWA £10 of gold championship is just better for me, in my opinion. This one's quite difficult, but ultimately I do think the AEW Championship is better than the tag belts. Not by a long shot, but it was definitely better. This was an easy decision. This one, I thought was going to be a landslide for the women's division, but the more I looked at it, and the more I thought about it, it's just got the shape of a panty pad, with the bits coming off and the wings on the edges. I don't know where my mind was at that point, but that's all I could see after that. Ironically, for a women's championship to look like that, I just couldn't unsee it at that point. I thought it was going to beat the Undisputed, I really did, but then my mind saw that and I couldn't unsee it. Yeah, I know, stupid, but once you see it, you can't unsee it, I guess. So for that reason, even though I prefer the spinner, I picked the Undisputed Championship. If the spinner was here, I probably would have got higher. This was hard, because I like both these, but one's, I guess, more of a legacy like than an actual like. But I think I would, out of the two, I would probably buy the NWA one more than the AEW one. However, I think the AEW one looks better. It just looks more like a modern championship, I guess, and that's why overall I picked it, even though the NWA one is one I'd buy. Intercontinental, easy pick over the Undisputed for me. I think it's just a nice design. Says what it is on the tin. You'd want to wear it. This was a bit more the same sort of thing. Like, you could tell that these two are world and mid card. There's just more going on. There's more gold, quote gold, more everything. Whereas Intercontinental, clean, prim and proper. So I think for me, I do like a bout with a bit of going on. As you could probably see with the other ones, I've got quite a bit going on them. So I think that's why I pick, for me, the AEW Championship. I think it's just a little bit better. Not by much. Yeah, I'm talking like a hair's breadth away from losing. Because once again, I think I'd rather display the Intercontinental Championship rather than the AEW, but I think the AEW is better looking. It's bizarre. Here we go, the final. All I like on both. I think the decision for me is which one would I rather have in my collection. Now, I guess there might be bias here, but it's an opinion, so I'm allowed to be biased. Because of British United Kingdom Championship, maybe I've got a bit of a soft spot towards it because of that, but I also think it's just genuinely much better design. They filled in that space way better than they did for the WWE Championship. You know, the women's NXT UK Championship is also beautiful in white. So for me, that's the overall winner. No questions asked. Absolutely perfect design. But yeah, feel free to agree, disagree in comments. Let me know what your favourite championship is. Take the piss out of my selections, agree with them. I honestly, put your comments in, I'm cool with it. Follow me on Twitter at Maya Wrestling. More stuff to come. I'm uploading more WWE 2K24 content when my editing software decides to work again. So yeah, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe. And yeah, hopefully I'm making more bout content, more WWE content soon. And yeah, thank you for your time.